I was thinking about how there was this episode of Black Mirror. Joe, you watch Black Mirror at all? Have you watched
I've
any of it?
seen a few, man. Yeah.
All right. So when I saw this profile, I was like, I knew y'all was doing. I was like, see, it didn't surprise me that you had all this information because you had to think about how much stuff people put on, like putting all your pictures, you put your work information on there. If you put your work information on there, you can do a quick search and see what the mean income is for a certain position.
Yep.
And then you have like location information, and you're putting all this stuff. Like people have information about like your relationship status and all this stuff and things like that. Like I remember, like in college, because when they added that stuff to the thing, like that single status, I remember I had a girlfriend in college, and like that was an issue because I didn't update it. I was like, I just really don't care. I was like, does it matter? Like, does it really matter if I change that?
Bro, listen, I've been through that with a couple of relationships when I was younger, man, and I just don't understand the significance behind that. If it's between me and you, it's between me and you. What else does it matter?
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I know some people ran into those issues, but you know, I mean, silly things that I hope as we get older we realize how silly these things are. But there was an episode on Black Mirror where this guy, this is the last season 5. So this show premiered in maybe like June or July of 2019. And he kidnapped the main character of this episode. He kidnapped an employee from a social media company, which is it's Facebook. Okay. It doesn't matter what they're trying to tell you. It's Facebook. Okay. But anyway, he holds him. He's keeping this guy because he's really trying to fulfill something for this woman that he knows, whose daughter passed away or something. But when the police are trying to figure out, when they're trying to find out information about this guy, they contact the social media company, and this company pulls up this profile on this guy who did the kidnapping, and they're telling you his income level, his suspected intelligence level, and all these things about him. And they show this profile, and it has these percentages and all this other stuff about him. And I said, that's a lot of detailed information. And I remember I paused it right when I saw this. And I told myself, I said, this is real. Like, this isn't something that they're just putting in a TV show for entertainment purposes. This is something that I said, this is too feasible to be fake.
That's really happening behind the scenes.
Injected. And this was something I saw in 2019. And I realized, I said, this isn't just like it. Like, stop trying to put something in a TV show and think I'm just going to not get that this is something real that you've injected into the show. So I knew when I saw that, I said, this is a real thing. They put it in the show, and some people would just think like, oh yeah, maybe that's something they would do one day. Like, no, I was like, I knew that came from something that already existed. And seeing this confirms, well, it didn't confirm because I already knew, but it further validates the fact that these ideas that I have are accurate, and I'm not crazy with some of the things that I think. It's just that, you know, that information isn't presented because, you know, and some things aren't, and I've said this before, some things they're not going to tell you. Like, people aren't going to explain and dumb down everything for you. Some things you have to figure out for yourself. And I had enough information at the time about social media to know that profile that I saw was feasible and it probably existed, which was confirmed by watching this. But